Black men who have achieved in spite of. Okay, we're gonna do a test. All right, who's the first one? Who's the first one? Let me tell you, I got an opportunity to read this story. When I say achieved in spite of, men who had issues with fatherhood, Tyler Perry just 2 years ago found out who his real father was. His mother said and told him, and he had some issues about that. But how many of you all have at least seen him on TV one time? Okay, who's the next one? Obama. Please read his story. He had some abandonment issues with his father, but he became the what? President. Became the what? President. Okay, who's the next one? Jay-Z. Jay-Z just met his father about 10 years ago. And it took his father hearing one of his CDs. But how many of you all, I don't condone all his music, how many of you all know who he is? Okay. Who's the next one? Shaquille O'Neal. When Shaquille O'Neal became in the pros, his father came to him. Read the story. He gave his father $100,000 and said, "This is for you. I don't need you disturbing what I have going on." His mom had married someone, stepdad, and that's who he considered his father. I don't know who the big head guy in the middle. Who's that? OB. No, I'm talking, man, you know who the big head guy in the middle. Shiny. Shiny. Anyway, listen. Okay. Who's the last one? You know what? LeBron James got a very interesting story. His mother was a street person. His father was never in his life. There was a man by the name of Drew Choice, a good friend of mine, who had him playing AAU, then had him at high school. And isn't it something that you never heard anything negative about LeBron James? Isn't it? I mean, you don't hear about him doing a lot of things. So, clap it up for these men. Create your own path, the greatest resources. So you say, okay, Bellinger, now the workshop is over. What is it that I can do? What can I leave with? What if I'm in the situation? Or what if I have a child in the situation? Or what if I'm working with kids? What is it that I can tell them that they can have at their fingertips? Research local mentor programs. There are young men that are right here. Phil Black has a brother that's here. And there's a lot of other brothers here. Ray Winans and on and on and on. Get to know some of the mentoring programs in the area. A lot of them you won't see on the news. It's a lot of brothers who are doing things and they don't require Channel 204. So find local programs. And if you need to know some, you have my number and I will connect with you. Locate a trusted family male mentor for advice. How many in here have at least one family member in their family, a male, that they can look up to? And if you don't, then someone at your school, coach, anybody play sports, okay? Join a faith-based institution with a viable youth ministry. Now I'm gonna tell you, I am a Christian. I'm not ashamed of that. And anywhere I go, if they say I can't talk about it, then I just probably won't go. So, number C, if I can talk about anything that really just saved my life, it's when I began to understand what my purpose was, and when I began to understand that I was never fatherless all along. I always had a father, and you always got a father. You can clap it up for Jesus Christ. Find heroes and sheroes in historical figures, movies, literature, and music. Listen, recognize the positive message to help you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Anybody got a favorite song? I'm not gonna ask y'all. Anybody else got a favorite song? Who know the song Happy? Okay, that's a good song. Anybody have favorite church songs, gospel songs, favorite movies? Okay, all right. Listen, recognize positive messages to help you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally.